called Crossing Arcs, Alzheimer's, My Mother, and Me, and it placed for 3 awards when it came out in 2010. It's a dialogue. There are poems by me. When I had finished the book, we were discussing this earlier, when I had finished the poems, and my publisher persuaded me to print them, which I hadn't intended to do until she died. It's a good thing I didn't wait. She's still alive and doing not badly. But 10 years later, from when I wrote them. But I wasn't prepared to do it unless I had my mom's permission. She could still understand poems. And so I had to read them one at a time, and I had to keep asking her over and over if it was all right to publish this. And she said over and over, "You're a poet, it's important to do this, of course you must publish, do anything you want." I also said, "I'll change anything in the book you want." She never asked me to change anything except one thing that she said, which is in the book, which is, I'm happy as a pig in mud," I quoted her saying. And she read that and she said, "I didn't say that." She said, "I said I'm happy as a pig in rut. What are you doing saying it's mud? Change it back." So I did. That might give you an idea what my mom was like. So every time she heard a poem, she would say something, and I wrote it down, because these were amazing comments she made. And by the time we had finished the process, there were at least as many quotes from her as poems. And the quotes are verbatim. They are what she said. I didn't edit them. I didn't even cut them down, because she usually had one comment, which I write down badly, and then we go on to other things. So you are going to hear, I'm going to read you a few poems from this, and you'll hear my mother's voice and my voice, and I think you'll find it quite easy to tell them apart. Crossing Arcs, Alzheimer's, My Mother, and Me. Dedicated to Betty Isabel Emily Page, 1929. I was born, and the market fell. I am lost, Mother, in the spaces you leave behind. I cannot even see a shadow there to follow. I have no way to comfort you in the empty room your mind now is. Doors and windows shut, blinds hung, closed. I don't think I have Alzheimer's. My memory is my own, and I'm going to keep it. Revelations. And what's your revelation this time, I ask, as we settle with our first endless cup of tea, sit back to watch the clouds chase the tide down the bay. It's an old game of hers. I'm eager to hear, after months apart, about your projects and plans. Always a surprise, always a new start. "Oh, nothing much," she says. "Did I tell you what the painting teacher said?" The story is from last year. I've heard it a dozen times. "Did you bring your paints with you?" "No, not this trip, but I'm going to start painting again." "Did I tell you?" It doesn't make sense. She must be just beyond the tree, over a hill, or behind a door, somewhere she can't hear me. These trailing threads of words that loop back into themselves or pray into a question. This is not my mother. It's some kind of joke, some masquerade. I don't think it's funny. I don't want to play. So I did skid to a stop. I remember feeling the same frustration with the whole thing, the idiocy